All right, everyone. The other day, David Korn, who works for fucking Mother Jones, and like is an MSNBC contributor, so far left. He came out on Twitter and he's like, "Well, I just saw degrading AOC graffiti in the bathroom at I can't remember which airport it was." And they're like, "Oh, where did you see this so that we can go and remove it?" And he never posted which bathroom it was from. Then he posts a picture of a random toilet with like a little black blur above it, and it's like. The number one problem is you could make graffiti yourself in order to get a juicy scoop and play up to your fans on Twitter. The other problem is you're not actually showing us anything or telling us where this graffiti is, so how do we vouch for the fact that it's even real? Oh, I'm supposed to take your word for it because you work for Mother Jones. Okay. Yeah, Mother Jones never had a problem. There's never been an instance in the history of mankind where someone who claims to be part of the press has ever lied to people in order to get a hot scoop or to get their name out there or something. It's a fucking dude. Yes, I think that it's probably not entirely accurate that he actually saw such graffiti. And by the way, degrading graffiti involving AOC. What does that mean? And you're not showing or even describing it. There's probably a reason for that 2 days later. The official airport Twitter queries him, and he doesn't even respond to them. It's like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? He gets ratioed, I think, on it, and it was really funny. People point out, oh, yeah, and then the Covington kids walked out and beat up Jussie Smollett, in the next stall. Stuff like that. This happens all the time. We've seen... Primarily, whenever we've got like a hate crime or something is considered disgusting or appalling by like leftist standards, one of two things almost inevitably appears to be true. It never happened at all and it's a total tall tale, or it happened but it just involves a false flag wherein leftists, it's sort of like when the kid on the dorm, the black kid is like, well, puts like hate speech on their door and then they look at the footage of the dorm and they find out that's the person that did it. And this has happened too many times to count. The number of actual hate crimes in the United States is woefully low. It's like with the Jussie Smollett thing. We were supposed to believe that in downtown Chicago, there were like hardcore, very far right, like basically Klan members waiting on the corner, just waiting to attack a black person. That made a whole lot of sense in the deranged, shrunken minds of some people, and he, of course, doesn't get into any trouble really about it. He has to pay some restitution and apologize in a letter. Wow, what a terrible day that'll be for him. He'll be scratching his head thinking about in 200 words or less, how do I apologize for lying and like convincing people that there's a race war going on or some stupid shit like that. Then we've got bullshit like this. If you have proof that something deranged has gone on, put it on there. Share the... He's like, I don't want to share it out and give him attention. Okay, well, sunlight is the best disinfectant, dude. So gives him some, and then like if he came out with it and he's like, oh, here's the graffiti, I would just assume that he drew it himself to tell the truth, which might be, if it is indeed genuine, why he didn't put it on there. What do you mean distasteful? It's a picture of AOC with buck teeth? Well, I mean, she does have buck teeth, so it's, whatever, it's a caricature. Is it her doing compromising things, like degrading things? Who cares, dude? You're in a men's bathroom. You've seen far worse graffiti. You've seen swastikas. You've seen racist jokes scrawled on the wall. You've seen small fucking novels written by schizophrenics on the side of the stall. You realize how much weird... there was one time, I'm getting a little off track. I was a kid. Like I think I was maybe 7 or 8, maybe 9 years old. We were at Hampton Beach. I was there with my parents. And they have those little public restrooms by the beach, like on the main beach, not on the... Northampton's usually the one we went to, the one with the tidal pools, because I like them more than the actual sand. I mean, it's New England fucking ocean, so it's too cold to really go in much. But the tidal pools, you can see like the barnacles, you find bones and shells and weird shit. Anyway, not to get off track, off my off-track rant, went into the bathroom there. It was pretty much nothing but graffiti, like it hadn't been cleaned off in years and years. All sorts of outdated references, and there were like dick jokes and swastikas and call Hannah for a good time and stuff like that, and all sorts of weird shit in there. Genitals crudely scrawled all over the place, including on the toilet somehow. They'd like etched it into the porcelain. It was nuts. This is what restrooms are about, and like airport restrooms typically are cleaner because they actually go in and attempt to keep them clean. The worst ones are, again, like public restrooms at the beach, subway stations, definitely, in schools, certainly in colleges. Trust me about that one, depending on which one you go to. Yeah. So yeah, I'm so offended. Oh my God, someone scrawled something about a female politician on the stall of a bathroom. I better tweet about it without offering anyone what it actually is or even indicating specifically what it was without showing it. And then I'm not even going to respond to the official airport account when it asks us where it is so that it can be erased. No, I'm going to wait for somebody else to see it. Yeah, it would have been funny. Somebody should, like, when these politicians do that, we should have like a, sort of Minutemen around the country to go in and fact check immediately, like as quickly as possible. Someone get to the airport, check all the bathrooms, and if you find this graffiti, take a picture of it, and then make sure to query the people at the airport and say, oh, did you clean up any AOC graffiti lately? I bet the answer is no, and I bet you wouldn't find any that's actually there. These airports are high volume. You realize how many people go in and out of these bathroom stalls every day anyway? So, I mean, come on. You gotta be kidding me, dude. I'm David Korn. I approve this message. And then he comes out and he says, well, it didn't take long for those evil far-right deplorables to pounce on this with their conspiracy theories saying that it's not real. You didn't offer proof. Dude, if someone makes a claim and the claim has any significance whatsoever, especially if it conforms to the socio-political opinions of the person making the claim, I challenge it. I question it. It doesn't make you a conspiracy theorist. You don't even have to be a Trump fan. Dude, if someone just takes it for granted, oh yeah, okay, this graffiti was there and it matters. By the way, I'm slightly distracted by a rabbit outside, actually. I would show you, but, it's too difficult at the moment. What was I saying? Oh yeah. I'm not just going to take it for granted the person's telling the truth. Like, if somebody says something like, oh, I saw this horrible thing about Trump. Okay, well, where is it? Oh, I don't have a picture of it. Well, then you're full of shit, probably. Yeah, you're probably full of bullshit. Same fucking thing. That's about all. Peace out.